Welcome back to Satisfactory, and today we're going to be getting started into Tier 7 with Aluminium. And to get that going, you see the very top right of the screen, we need Bauxite refinement to let us scan for Aluminium, or Bauxite, and then to actually do stuff with it. So I'm short on computers, so I'm just going to use some coupons. You can see here I've got plenty of coupons, basically by putting in heavy modular frames. Let's print those out, and there we go. We can take this with us, and we can exchange some of them for basically parts in here and other stuff as well. But down here, I can choose to add 6 coupons worth, which is 50 computers, into the card. So that's half of my actual supply, and then we could go for other stuff as well. I'm not going to need anything from there. Statues are super expensive. Stairs we've already got unlocked, but if you didn't have them already, I guess you could go there. We've unlocked all of those. So that leaves basically our corner ramp pack. Let's add that into the cart. So that should be 12 coupons. Let's buy all of those. And go to our purchases tab, and there is our 50 computers. There we go. Let's dump them into our objective over here. And 50 computers, in it goes. There we go. Bauxite's unlocked. And we can go and take a look in Tier 7. Here we go. So there's our bauxite. So we should now have access to Tier 5 materials. Let me just get into that enter screen. There we go. Tier 5 materials. Sort of tools, if you like. Belt. Lift and belts. We have aluminium or alclad aluminium sheets. Aluminium ingots. Aluminium scrap, which is refined from alumina. Interesting. And can be melted down into ingots for industrial usage. Fair enough. And then bauxite. Fine. So we can now scan for bauxite, and we get alumina solution. And we can also scan for raw quartz. So that's that. And let's just select the next milestone. I guess in here it's going to be advanced production, is it? Let's just see. Nuclear power will likely... Well, that's uranium and sulfur. That's certainly there. We can't make either of those things. High-speed AI limiter and high-speed connectors, probably without this stuff in here. This is the miner Mark III, of course, as well. So most of that we can actually get to. Yeah, so let's just select that as the next one. And you can see we can dump in a bunch of stuff. But for the moment, we're not going to need those. Let's go ahead to some other things. Over here in the M.A.M, we can basically take a look at Caterium, which we found last episode. I already had it previously, but now it shows up in here just because I started refining stuff. So I should be able to choose this in here, start research, and that is going to open things up. Okay, Caterium is complete. Please choose a new node in the tree. Okay, and there's our node. So Caterium ingots. We're going to basically says can't forward, but I should be able to just grab them from over here. There we go. So there's our Caterium. Okay, and some of these we've already unlocked, of course. So we are repeating ourselves a little bit. There we go. Start research. This is much faster, and we don't have to wait for that thing to basically restart. There we go. So rewards quick wire. We've already done that part as well. So maybe does this actually keep up, or does it not keep up? It does not keep up. That's good because I can just grab some ingots and unlock this too. And you can see there's other things down here that we don't have access to yet, which is good. And start research. And where does this lead us to? Analysis complete. So Caterium electronics. And that's going to need some quick wire, which we've got loads of. So let me just dump in some of this other stuff we don't need at the moment. And grab 500 quick wire. And there we go. Okay, and then we got inflated pocket dimension. Extra 5 inventory slots, and we just need some, various bits and pieces to get to that. And here's how we unlock things that we've already unlocked previously by a different mechanism. And that is the Blade Runners we can unlock here. We can unlock Smart Splitters. Smart Splitters? Logistics. Conveyor Splitter. What's a Smart Splitter? Is that allowing me to control priority? There's the AI limiter that we're going to need anyway. So let's just start that one. I like these. And there's Power Poles Mark II. We've unlocked them previously by different methods. So let's just grab that. I'm going to be using all of this quick wire, I imagine, but unlocking lots of stuff, so I don't mind. And that needs reinforced iron. We may already have some reinforced iron. Do we already have? We have loads of it going in here. Yep, we can just dump some of that and get that back out. So that should give us some more inventory slots, hopefully. Yeah, so I have 1 free inventory space at the moment, or 3 now. Do I have more? Oh, that's 2 minutes. Okay, we have to wait a little while. That's fine. Let's take a look at our scanner. There we go. So we can scan for quartz over here and bauxite. See where our nearest bauxite node is. Probably going to be 14 miles away. 18 kilometers, whatever. Oh, there it is. That's not too bad. Except it's 500 meters that way. Or 900 meters that way. Interesting. 700 meters. What I'm just wondering is if that one is anywhere near our other train stop. You know where the oil is? Or 400 meters that way. So I think I'm going to go and take a trip down to the other end of the train. And we'll see if there is actually any bauxite. Because if we need to bring it back up here, whether we process it down there or process it up here, doesn't really much matter that much. But we have an extra car, if you remember, on that train station. We don't use the second cargo wagon for anything. Now, that can be used for rubber, which is what I originally had it for, but it could just easily be providing bauxite. So, yeah, why don't we just go and take a look? Here we are, near our train station. 300 meters and 326. Okay, so it's going to be maybe halfway between. Yeah, so let's head over this way and let's see if there is actually a bauxite node we can get access quite easily. 200 meters from here, so that's not too far from the base then. Wonder why I didn't see it. Well, now, hang on. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Yeah, it's on that. It's directly above us. That's somewhat annoying, has to be said. Although, I'm not wondering what the limit to the conveyor lifts are. Is there a specific limit? If I just go... the tier 5 stuff needs the aluminium. Fine. How about a Mark IV? What if I do that? There is a limit. Okay. And it's not the limit of what's in my inventory. So we would need a few of them to actually get further down. But we can link them up sort of alternating with each other so that one, you know, feeds into the next, feeds into the next, I think. More to the point, though, I don't have a jetpack, and a jetpack certainly can't go... Whoop. Train. So the jetpack certainly can't get up that thing, so we have to figure out a way of getting up there. I'm going to have an explore and see if there's any easy way to get over there. I did look, there wasn't seemingly an obvious path, at least not without a giant series of foundations heading up to the top of that cliff. So if we're going to have to do that anyway, then having it wherever doesn't really much matter. We just need a lot of concrete, so I'm going to need to get that sorted. In the meantime, however, our M.A.M should now be done, so let's take a look at that. Yep, there we go. Some more inventory slots. Much happy about that. And there we go. So Power Poles Mark II, that's 5 minutes. We've already got them, you know, pretty much. And that one's going to need 50 plastic. We can get that from over to by our computer area. Blade runners, that's going to be needed as well, and smart splitter, so that's going to need some of the AI limiters, which we can already make. So we've already got blade runners, so I'm just going to ignore those, and I'm going to start out with this, considering it's going to take 5 minutes anyway. Okay, we already have them, but we may as well unlock it regardless. Let me just jump back in here. Anything that we don't need for now? I think we're fine. I do also, or have also, picked up a couple of yellow power slugs while I've been exploring. So now I'm going to go get some more concrete, and then we need to head up somewhere up there to the top of those cliffs, and then from there, is that a crash site up there? It may well be a crash site. We need to go and check that out. But anyway, either up there somewhere is one node, and then over there somewhere back now, you know, halfway down our train track is the other one. I just need to go and see if I can pick up lots and lots of... I'm not going to be able to get up within that. Lots and lots of concrete, and I'll see if I can find it for you. One gigantic pile of foundations later, and I do mean gigantic. If we just... you can see, can't you see the ground down there? Yep, the ground is down there. My factory is down there, but we have this whole series of odd basically large foundation blocks heading all the way up here, and I'm literally down to my last 6 concrete, and I had to remove all the alternating blocks just to basically get up here. You can see right here we have, that is uranium. Now if we get close here, we're going to start getting radiation damage, as well as this crash site that's up here as well. So we don't have a hazmat suit yet, so I guess I'm going to have to basically just, whoops, I didn't actually want to move that one there. I'm going to put it down one closer, and then we can probably get on top of this rock, hopefully without taking too much radiation damage. Let's run it this way. There we are. So not too much radiation damage there, and we're on top of this gigantic, I mean, there's our space elevator, and we can't see the bottom of it. So we are pretty high up. Let's see how far we are away from our bauxite node. Oh, that sounds like, yeah, there's a friend. Can I hit you off the cliff? Yep, maybe. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Oh, there you go. Okay, where was I? Bauxite node? 138 meters that way. That's a short run. I'm going to need to get more. Oh, wow, there's more uranium there. And of course, it's a huge drop on the other side. You know, you go all the way up and then you have to go all the way back down again. Past the uranium, and the uranium is blocking that site as well, and there's some more spitters. So yeah, why don't I run past here and let's see how bad this is. We're going to need to think of another way around. Wonderful. That's fine. I'm just going to drop down here and let's see if I can mark this. I can always go back later. I need another way up, of course, but that's fine. Continue to explore. Where's my node? There it is. Somewhere. Where's the node? Is it down there? It's saying it's down there. I don't like that. I don't like the look of that. Oh, there it is. Look. Bauxite. Okay, that's not exactly the most accessible of positions, I've got to admit. And there are some creatures that don't look familiar down there, and they're probably not going to be too friendly. Yeah, I'm going to look for a way down, then a way back to the base, obviously, rather than coming up that every time. There is a way, I think, around that kind of direction, in that it's halfway up that foundation, but there is gas clouds blocking me from going there without actually running through and taking a lot of damage. So I'm going to head over this way, see if there's a way down, and then get near those creatures, and we'll see what we can find. So yeah, creatures, they sort of have like a sonic attack. I'm going to keep on hitting this thing until it hopefully keels over. Good. I think there's 2 of them now. Yeah, there we go. So they don't charge like the sort of ones you get in the starter area. So, yeah. But still, oh, there's actually 3 of them. Oh, wonderful. Come on. Come on. More. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to kill the other one, and then I'll be able to mark this bauxite node. I didn't bring anything with me particularly. I just want to mark it down and then find an actual route back. Oh, they're looking to be friends. Oh, find a route back, and then we'll be able to get it back connected to the factory. Yeah, and there is a little wonderful route back. You can see right here, there's a tiny crevice in between these cave entrances. You see, there's our bauxite node. I've got the sort of beacon down. So we go back up here, and there's a little tiny crevice between here, and you can see my foundation blocks. So these are the clouds I was talking about. I was heading up that way towards everything else. So I should be able to run past them, or at least what I can probably do here is just reclaim these, making sure I'm not doing any damage to myself. And we will just bring ourselves over here rather than do anything else. And there we go. So let's bring ourselves in. Okay, and then maybe a ramp or something like that. Okay, and there is our area. We got to this foundation block, and that's where the gas clouds are. If you try and go that way through those hills, it's very, very damaging. So instead, I think we're going to just go here, and I think I may even bring this down a little bit more. Bring it down just a touch. Just so that we don't need that ramp at the end, and everything else is fine. So let's just get that going. We'll get our foundation blocks. 1, 2. 3. And then what we'll probably need to do initially is maybe have a tube up here, a hyper tube or something like that. Otherwise, you know, I'm in for a long run every time. But yeah, perfectly safe to get to this point. Good. And then the rest of it, you can just see how quickly I've climbed up here. We definitely want some fast transport system. And I can't even reach that because if I jump onto that ledge right there, it is covered by that gas cloud, unfortunately. And I have to head down and go and get some more materials. But most of it is actually linked. So yeah, we are going to need a way of getting a conveyor belt and indeed power up here. One last thing about power is that I'm getting seeing dips now. I don't know if the dips are in my oiled fuel and fuel generators, or if they're in my coal, but every so often they'll dip and it shuts the whole factory down when that happens. It does start back up, so it is a good sign that that's not a permanent thing, otherwise it wouldn't start up whatsoever. But in the meantime, I do actually need a way of dealing with that. So where am I? There's the block that side. So yeah, so we're gonna go this way, and we're getting closer down to our factory. I'll see you down there. Long distance travel in a tube all the way from the base, all the way up here without any sort of work whatsoever. And I really like it quite a lot. It's a bit convoluted at the moment, but at least it gets me up to here to the construction site and I don't have to keep going backwards and forwards. So in we go through here, through a little crevice, and we should be exiting now, hopefully. And both sides are powered, which is good. And our miner Mark II is down and producing bauxite, presumably. Yep, let's just take some of that with us. And can we actually process any of that up here? Let's just take a look. How about a smelter? Is it going to be something you put in a smelter? Let's see. Is that a recipe we can go for? No. Okay, how about a foundry then? Or maybe even a constructor. Let's go for a constructor. Anything in here? Silica. That's from Quartz, however, so not that. I don't see anything in there to actually make that, so are we on to maybe a foundry? I can't place a foundry. Okay, so I need to go and research the recipes clearly, and some clipping through... Is that through a hole in the world? It is a hole in the world. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just going to basically take a storage container or something up here if I need to, and for the moment, I'm just going to take some of that down with me. And let's see if we can process that into some aluminum. Or aluminium. So here are our recipes. Alclad aluminium sheet, which is 3 copper ingots. Obviously that's easy. And then the other one is aluminium ingots. So that is, yeah, that's the thing that is a little bit less easy. It requires 2 things to be input. Aluminium scrap and what looks like alumina as well. So why don't we just see if that... So that's going to be one of the 2 recipes. So an assembler. I need some rotors for that. Do I have any rotors I can just nab from in here? That's 2. I can do with another one. I don't have a box anywhere with rotors, but let's just grab another one off the belt when it comes out. Yeah, just one more. Come back. There we go. And get our assembler down. Got plenty of space out here. So, alclad aluminium sheets. Here it is. So, aluminium ingots and copper ingots. So, we want to go back one. And we want to go to aluminium ingots. So, that's going to be foundry, is it? Oh, I'm going to need 10 rotors. Back in a minute. Yes, there we go. Aluminium ingots. So this needs scrap and silica. Silica is going to be quartz. So we're going to have to go and find quartz as well. That's probably going to be next episode. And we'll be able to basically convert that over. I think we've already found some quartz, so that's not too much of an issue. And then aluminium scrap. So is pure aluminium refined from alumina. And so we need to get that done. So yeah, there we go. And that is a fluid. What else do we go from there? So that is definitely not in here. So it's going to have to be one of the other machines. Let's dump a couple of other machines out and let's see what we've got here. So alclad sheet, that's the final construction. We need to go back further. And fine, constructor and foundry, or smelter. Okay, what's available in each of these? There's the silica that we wanted. So yeah, we have to get the quartz. And I'm still missing alumina. Where's that? That's going to have to come from a refinery if it's going to be a liquid then. Maybe? Let's just take a look at a refinery. I'm short on pipes, but that's fine. The pipes are literally here. There we go. Refinery. So Petroleum Coke, that's interesting. Interesting. We haven't had this before. And remember when we had a loop basically using the heavy oil residue, we were processing it back into fuel with this. However, it looks like we can make petroleum coke with it. And that's going to be used either for a coal replacement or for aluminum refinement. Fair enough. And there's our alumina solution at the bottom. For that we need bauxite and we need water, is that? Yes, water. And that's perfectly doable. We could do that up there, and that would bring the need for basically need to bring it down via a pipe on down the entire mountain if we did it up there, or we could just bring the bauxite down in some kind of belt situation, coming down all the way down from up there, all the way down, and then towards over here somewhere. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to do just yet. Let's go and take a look at our quartz, however. There you can see I've got quartz marked, and you can also see it's on the map. So it's over that ways. And let's just see if there's anything closer now, unless there's any, anything with a new map with update 3. Does not look like it, does it? Anything new? Anything close? Oh wait, 1,000 meters, and interestingly, nothing where that quartz is marked. 1,100 meters, 1,000 meters. Yeah, nothing nearby as far as quartz is concerned. So we are going to need to do exactly the same thing we've done this time, but with quartz instead. And why am I going up here manually? There is a there's an alternate route for that. Anyway, I'm going to go and head over to the quartz, and let's see if I can jog my memory about if it's anywhere accessible. So there's our base. Here's this lake that we've got here, just the north. It's going to be northeast of our base. And then heading out further out towards the green area, there are some caves around, but the caves are all covered with a gas cloud, which we're going to need to get that gas mask fairly soon. Unfortunately, that does use filters that are consumable, and if I remember rightly, they do get consumed really quite quickly. So, yeah, not quite so useful. And wow, did I really come over here before? Or is this just a really odd placement on the map? That says up there somewhere, basically. Let's just go and see if I can find it via land bridge. I wonder if I came out here looking for other things like a... yeah, that thing's going to try and hunt me down. Oh, ow, whoa, it's hit me already. Ow. I wonder if I came out here looking for something else. There's some coal and a spitter. We are moving pretty fast, though. And there's some quartz, hopefully. Should be around here somewhere, if anywhere at all. Yep, there's where I put a quartz down, a beacon. And we do indeed have quartz. So yes, it's still here. Exactly where we expected. And let me just move those nuts back into my inventory. So yes, all the way over here is where my quartz is. You can feel free to choose wherever you like. I also found on the way out some geysers. I think they are used later in the game for more power generation. I think we can go, I think it's something like a geothermal power, but we don't have access to it yet. Let me head back to the base and let's see if there's any more research we can complete the episode with. There we go. Power poles Mark II is now complete. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. And rest of the Caterium branch, we got some other things to do. So I do have enough for that kind of thing. I just need to get some more quick wire from here. And by the time I'd actually done some exploration, we have lots and lots more quick wire. So that's going to be needed for more research. And that's going to open up pretty quickly. And what else do we get? Another pocket dimension. But I need to make basically 50 of these. And I definitely don't have them yet. What are you? Power poles Mark III. Interesting. Again, need those high-speed connectors. I do not have them. And supercomputers. I definitely don't have either one of those. So yeah, supercomputers is a whole other sort of thing. That's very sort of late game stuff. But even below that, there's two more things, and I don't know what either of those are yet. In any case, we need to, for this, Can we actually make the AR limiters in the handcrafting area? I don't think we can. I think they only appear... oh no, hang on. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And it only takes copper sheet and quick wire, which is quite handy. Why don't I just make 10 of those? Did it need 10? Something like that. Anyway, we can handcraft it, and we'll do it in the M.A.M. I picked up some nutrients while we were out, so that is going into research as well. That will be completed shortly. I'm essentially hoping that the bottom of Caterium is going to be the same as before, or the previous way we did things in the M.A.M, which is basically we're going to get no Obelisk in here somewhere, which is an explosive that we can use to clear out things like the rocks that are really getting in my way. Yeah, let's just see if there's anything in there. Is that unlocked? A nutritional mixture? Not sure what that is, but can we actually do that? Well, sort of looks like we can. We just need some pipes and some copper wire, although I don't remember that. Maybe I'm misremembering. So let's just go and get those couple of things, because they're both available right here, backed up in this, until I forget that I need some bits and pieces. Let me just put that in my inventory. Clear up that, and then we'll just take one of each of those. Nutritional mixture. Maybe a sandwich. Sandwich would be nice. Let's go with the nutrients. It's 3 seconds, so let's complete that. Anything we can do? Just a nutritional inhaler. Okay, so we basically combine that to basically restore our health. And that's 10 minutes, unfortunately, for that. However, further down in here in Caterium, we can do more of that implemented pocket mention once we get to high-speed connectors. In the meantime, we can get this one, which is the Smart Splitter. And we'll take a look at what that does, as well as they need high-speed connectors. Now, high-speed connectors, are they also available to handcraft or not? We may have to do another way around there. High-speed connectors, yes, they are. They need cable, they need quick wire, and they need circuit boards. All of those are available, so we should be able to craft those again. Probably next episode, we may want to start crafting these because both of them are needed for the supercomputers anyway. So this one is quick wire and copper sheet. This one is quick wire cable, which also comes from copper. So it's useful to have the quick wire and the copper next to each other, and the circuit boards. And the circuit boards are all the way on the other side of the factory. Near, of course, our regular computer stuff. So what I would normally do is then have the supercomputer area next to the computer area and bring in everything else. So maybe we'll bring in the quick wire, and we already have copper out here, and we already have a copper sheet factory out here, so we have everything we need apart from that, I think. So we just need to probably move the quick wire. Instead of going to that building right there, we'll bring it all the way across the bay, or around the edge of the bay, down here or something, and then over here, and we'll start to build out more stuff heading that way. All right, so do I have an excess of circuit boards? I do have an excess of circuit boards. So what I'm actually short of? Cable? Cable. Which means it's my copper wire again. That looks like it's even off. So did I ever connect up the copper wire? Looks like I made a new building and then forgot to... what is this actually making? That's cable. No power. Did I not connect this up? 4 out of 4? Is this not connected up to anything outside the building, maybe? That looks like it's probably going to be the issue. There it is, and there's connected to there, and this is disconnected. I wonder why. Let's try and connect it, and see if it's going to have any issues. No, it's working. And cable should be coming out pretty shortly. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that's all fine. So I'm going to need to be doing some more construction. Next episode, that means probably getting to alumina, probably getting to the alclad sheets, and that's the noise of the train. And there I've been playing for 2 hours. That's how long it takes for a half-an-hour episode. Yeah, so we get to the alumina. We're going to need to get crystal in, or quartz crystal in. The route is actually a lot easier to get that than this one did this episode, all the way up there, which is horrible to actually get up there. But we'll be able to get that down there with a belt. And we're going to bring both of those down to somewhere we need to process. So again, maybe beyond this point. I'm not sure we need to share them with anywhere else in the factory. But I'll take a look at the ingredients, map it out, and then we'll get to it next time. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. A lot of around the episode while I've been heading out and around and exploring, but definitely something we need to be doing at this point in the game before we get into supercomputers. If you have enjoyed, feel free to click on the thumbs up button below. And if you're a subscriber, you can click on the bell for notifications for more episodes. And if you're not, then you can subscribe if you really want to. Next episode, tomorrow. Oh no, I forgot that it does that. Don't approach it from the wrong direction. Tomorrow is going to be another episode of Eco. If you haven't played that before, it is a very nice sort of survival game where you have a race against time against a meteor. Still 3D like this, but you're building, well, you're starting with almost nothing, starting with an axe. And not much else. It's not unlike Minecraft, but it's definitely more of a balance between a meteor coming to kill you and you ruining your world trying to stop the meteor coming to kill you. So yeah, it is a very, very in-depth game. It has a lot of complexity. So if you haven't tried that before, that's about 23 quid on the Steam store. Again, none of these videos are sponsored. And yeah, give it a try, or at least just watch me playing it if you're feeling rather cheap. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time for some more Satisfactory or Eco.